بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعن الدائم على أعدائهم أجمعين من الأولين إلى الآخرين. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Today, one of you may ask, why are we Shias? Why do we defend Shiism? And why do we defend the 12 imams? Why do we follow them? Today I am going to show you a narration from Kitab Tawhid that talks about divine unity and the negation of the anthropomorphism. This is why we follow Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam and we follow the 12 imams. Let's go through the narration together and then I'll be back with you guys.
The best of services is to acknowledge the existence of Allah. The foundation of acknowledgement of Allah is to possess His unity. Allah's unity is established through the denial of descriptions. Since all intellects bear the witness that descriptions are created, and whatever is created requires a creator, who is neither an identifier or identified. Every identifier and identified is connected, and connection is evidence of occurrence. Whatever occurs cannot be internal. Hence, anyone who describes Allah in an anthropomorphic term has not described Allah's essence. Furthermore, anyone who describes Allah by means of reason has not described Him. Anyone who equates Him with anything has not described the reality. Anyone who limits Allah has not recognized Him. Anyone who seeks to point out has not approached Him. Anyone who describes Allah in human terms has not described Him. Anyone who divides Allah into parts has not drawn near Him. And anyone who imagines Him, Allah, has intended other than Him. Everything which is known is in itself created. Every existence other than Him is caused. The existence of Allah is inferred through His creation. The existence of Allah is acknowledgement by means of the intellect. The existence of Allah is proven through nature. Allah placed the creation as a veil between the created and the creator. Allah differs from creation by means of His distinction. He gave a beginning to everything so that everything would know that He had no beginning, and so that everything would know that those who have a beginning are incapable of giving a beginning to others. He gave movement to everything so that everything would know that He is devoid of moment, because every movement is a manifestation of need. His names are interpretations. His actions are instructions. His essence is a fact. The core of His essence is a distinction between Him and His creation. And His ellipses are limitations for all but Him. Verily, whoever describes Allah is ignorant of Him. Anyone who attempts to encompass Him has totally missed Him, and anyone who thinks that he could be grasped in His eternity has totally mistaken Him. Anyone who asks, how is He, has compared Him. Anyone who asks, why does He exist, implies that He is caused. Anyone who asks, how long has He existed, has subjected Him to the limits of time. He who asks, and what is He, implies that He is contained. He who asks, what is His extent, has limited Him. He who asks, how far does He reach, has raised Him. And whoever raises Him implies that He has a limit. Whoever gives Allah an extent, implies that He has parts. Whoever claims that Allah has parts has described Him. However, describes Him as a disbelieved Him. Allah is not subjected to a change like creation is subjected to change. In the same way, He is not limited like the limitations of the limited. He is one, but not in the sense of a number. He is apparent, but not in the sense of a pursuit. He is evident, but not in the sense of sight. He is hidden, but not in the sense of pursuit. He is far, but not in the sense of distance. He is near, but not in the sense of closeness. He is subtle, but not in the sense that he has a body. He is existent, but not in the sense that he comes from a non-existence. He is door, but not in of compulsion. He is an appraiser, but not in the means of thought. He is a controller of the universe, but not by the means of movement. He is one who wills, but not in the means of solacity. He is one who wills, but not in the sense that he is eager. He is a perceiver, but not by the means of touch. He is all hearing, but not in the means of any instrument. He is all seeing, but not by the means of any tool. Time cannot be associated with him. Space does not contain him. Slumber does not seize him. Attributes do not limit him. Tools do not bind him. His existence supersedes senses to other. He proves he is devoid of a sense. By creating a substance, he provides that he is not a substance. By giving contrasts, he proves that he has no contrasts. By establishing pairs in a creation, he proves he has no partner. Light is opposite of darkness, like certainty is the opposite of uncertainty. Dryness is the opposite of wetness, as cold is the opposite of heat. By creating similarity, Allah points out He is the creator. By creating difference, Allah points out He is the differentiator. As the Might and High has said, and of everything we have created pairs, that you may be mindful. 1. Therefore he differentiated between the prior and the subsequent, to prove nothing precedes him, and nothing exceeds him. Everything that has an instinct bears witness that one who gave their instinct has no instinct. Everything that is different bears witness that one who made the different is devoid of differences. Everything that is subjected to time bears witness one Allah, or one who subjected them to time, is not subjected to time. Everything that is veiled bears witness that only veil which exists between them and the one who veiled them is themselves. Allah was the Lord even when there was no subjects. He was the one and only true God, even when no creation existed. He was all-knowing, even when there was nothing to be known. He was the creator, even before the creation existed. He was the all-hearing, even when there was nothing to be heard. He did not earn the title of creator merely because of the creation. He did not earn the title of creator. He did not earn the title of creator merely because he gave the creator a beginning. How could it be otherwise with the conjunction since does not make him obscure? The word may does not approach him. The expression perhaps, La Allah, does not veil him. The conjunction when does not set a time limit for him. The expression at the time when henna does not comprise him. The word with does not unite him. With anything, verily particles bind together, and tools point to things similar to themselves to show their effectiveness. Conjunction since prevents him from being without beginning. The word may prevents him from being eternal. The conjunction, if not lo la, prevents him from being evident to the intellect, while being concealed from sight. When Allah is imagined, other than Him is imagined. Difference points to Him. Through difference, verification is introduced. And through difference, the intellect confirms the belief in Allah. Through verification, faith is complete. There is no profession of faith without recognition, and no recognition without sincerity. There is no sincerity in anthropomorphism, and there is no negation of truth through the affirmation of anthropomorphism. Hence, whatever is found in the creation is not in the Creator, and whatever is possible in the creation is impossible to the Creator. Motion and stillness do not occur to Him. And how can something He executed occur in Him? And how can something He originated return to Him? If this were the case, His essence would have contrasted. His essential being would have been divided into parts, and He could not be called without a beginning. And since the Creator differs from the created, if He is restricted with the word behind, then He will be restricted with the word in front. If you seek to complete Him, then you imply He is deficient. How can He be eternal if it is implied He has a beginning? How can He give an existence if He has been created? If any sign of creation exists in Him, that would deny Him. If any sign of creation existed in Him, He would surely be subjected to change. However, there is no evidence that He is subjected to change. There are no answers to questions about Him. No reverence for Him can be found in meaning. There was no injustice in manifesting Himself to creation. The internal cannot be divided into two, and the one without a have a beginning. There is no God but Allah, the greatest and the most high. Whoever gives partner to Allah is a liar, who is led far astray, and who has manifested loss. May Allah bless the Prophet Muhammad and his noble, pure progeny.
As we saw the beautiful words of Imam Ali Reza alayhi salam, the progeny of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, the ones that succeeded the Prophet truly, the ones that followed the steps of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. So you guys want me to leave the progeny of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam and follow some random people which make such statements, such as Ibn Taymiyyah in his book Byn Talbis al Jahmiyah. He stated that the existing by itself is nothing but the body. So like he stated that Allah is a body, and that which is not a body is only non-existence. And he states this: it is known that this is closer to the rational mind. You Sunnis truly believe in this? I follow the people which were mentioned in Jami' al-Tirmidhi, hadith number 3788, that the Messenger of Allah said, "Indeed, I am leaving amongst you that which, if you hold on fast to them, you shall not be misguided after me. One of them is greater than the other, the book of Allah, a rope extended from the sky to the earth, and my family, the people of my house, and they shall not split until they meet at the Hawd," meaning the heavens. So look at how you deal with them after me, and this is why I am a Shia. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.